with just my thoughts and my crazy mind. Alone in the dark, I hear nothing but my thoughts yelling at me. Darkness, I got a date with fate. It's a devil's kiss. All alone in the darkness, perpetual night goes on in my life.
I was sold a plan from the children of the damned, paid in full by blood, paid in full by blood. O Lord, help me now, give me a field to plow. I'll pay in full with blood, I'll pay in full with blood. I have to confess, I made a deal with darkness, signed my name in blood. Sign my name in blood. Oh Lord, help me now. Why won't you allow? I'll pay in full with blood. I'll pay in full with blood.
Here comes the dragon, dragon, dragon. Look what he's dragging. Crowds of junkies gonna be honest with you. I need some money for beer. I'm the man out on the exit with the sign that says, "Gonna be honest, I need money for beer."
You don't know exactly where you're going. Someone stops and asks, you say, I don't know. And they let you out of the underpass where you sleep. You can't stay out of the cold, you can't stay out of the heat. Well, that's okay, because in your mind, you live a dream. But to your lips, you got something sweet, bottle of wine. $4 bottle of wine on some handling dollar. Yeah, you had a mother and a father, but now they're dead to you. They're dead to you. Because they wouldn't let you stay and drink your life away. They wanted to show you a little bit of tough love. But you couldn't accept it, so you grew your beard long. Now you're the family black sheep. You're a bearded one, homeless one, the drum son, the drum son, the drum son, the drum son, drum son, drum son, drum son. All right, well now this is a version of a piece I did on my album called Roguish Bastards. So far, it's been a long road ahead of me. Got out of prison yesterday. I'm hell-bent and sore for losing. Preacher says I lost my way. Revenge is something I bred with my head. It's a garden growing hate, but they must reap what they sow. I'll harvest it, dish it up, and put it on a plate. Yeah, I did what you said I'd done, but it didn't happen like that. I did all those things with a gun. Just a simple self-defense spat. I'm gonna bestow some pain, just a little twist of cane, a smidgen of shame. What are you gonna use to clean the blood stain?
Thank you. Thank you. That song's available on the internet, or if you need a copy, call 386-215-0292. Thank you. Thank you very much. Gracias. mommy. Then mama go and wipe your ass. You adult child. Tell your mommy. Tell your mommy. What? Your mama's coming to wipe your nose? Tell your mommy. Tell her what I said. Tell your mommy. You don't like it? Good. What, she don't like what I say? Good. Tell your mommy.
The name is Mr. T. First name is Mr. Middle name is that period. Last name is T. Some people expect a free ride through life, cruising by on good looks and luck. Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way. Hey, Mr. T here. Have you ever been accused of doing something you didn't do? Well, it happened to me in Mexico City, and I got thrown in jail for it. Listen, and listen good. I'm talking to you. When a new kid moves in on your block, what's your attitude? Do you figure, what do we need him for? Well, I pity the fool that makes that mistake. Now, there are cars, and then there are classics. You know, it's easy to get lost in the desert. Now, everybody listen up. We're gonna talk about strangers. You gotta learn how to deal with them. You gotta. Spike ran into a couple of bad strangers, and we almost never saw him again. Hey, fellas, I got some good news and bad news. The bad news, our star runner, Jimmy, won't be here for our track meet. He has to go to the dentist. So please don't brag. Only fools brag. Bragging just shows you can shoot off your big mouth. If you're great, people will know it. You don't have to tell them anything. Just like I don't have to tell you. Understand? You think all Indians are the same? All Latinos the same? All Chinese the same? No, Indians aren't the same either. If you wear glasses, Eddie, put them on. Some people make fun of others for wearing glasses. Well, I pity the fools who do that, because there's nothing wrong with wearing glasses if you need them. But listen up now. This is serious. When you're tempted to do something wrong, even if the reasons are good, think twice. You catching my drift?
Yeah.
Control your weight. Don't let it control you. Eat smart, eat good, and you'll be smart and look good. If a stranger offered you a toy, some candy, or a puppy, take off. Hey, we solved that 100-year-old mystery. If you did, good. If not, well, try again next week. The bottom line is, we all have things that is very important to us that we don't want other people to touch. How would you feel if someone went through your stuff? Woody was lucky this time, but don't you press your luck. If things start looking fuzzy and blurred, you get your eyes checked right away.
Not the laws of man.
Welcome to the Radio Workshop. My name is Ray and I repair and restore vintage radios. Now, a lot of my customers ask me about aerials. Should I have an outside aerial? Should the aerial be inside? Is it alright in the loft? That sort of thing. First of all, check on the back of your radio. If there is no aerial socket, then you cannot use an external aerial with the radio. That might sound obvious, but some people take the back off and try to connect an aerial inside. That is very dangerous. Okay, we've got to have this safety warning first. Do not connect any wires inside the radio. If there's no aerial socket on the back, you cannot use an aerial. If there's no earth socket, do not connect an earth anywhere to the radio. It wasn't designed for it. Also, the radio should be checked over by a qualified engineer before you start connecting an aerial or earth or anything else to it for that matter, because if the radio has a fault, the aerial socket could become live. And when I say live, I mean live as in the mains. So if you run your aerial wire down the garden and someone's able to touch it, well, the consequences, if it is live, could be fatal, obviously.
I've been looking for a way out, and I finally found it, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna do it. I found the exit. I found the exit. If anybody's looking for a way out, I found the way out. I found the exit. Follow me to find the exit. I know where the exit is. I found the way out. I found the exit.
This is the slinky antenna I installed. I have a nail with some yarn connected to it and another nail with yarn on it, and I just ran the slinky through it and soldered a wire to one end of the slinky down to an alligator clip that connects to the Grundig radio.
Okay, this is my bar.
Oh, let me tell you about the alcoholic and his liver. They washed up from a whiskey river. He tore that bottle from his embrace. He said, maybe another day, another place. The bottle said, how can I explain this to Mr. Daniels? And the things you done with Jose Cuervo is sentinel. How can I tell, oh Jimmy Beam, you and John Q were quite the team. He took his last swig, it was empty. His eyes were yellow and his liver was scurry. He had the shakes for 90 days. He was thirsty in many ways. Down at the bar, his stool remained empty. Without his business, liquor, sore, Stufford, bad economy, and all his drunk friends, he couldn't understand a man anymore. It was like a pimp without a whore. He even quit smoking cigarettes. He'd see a beer in the road, he'd utter a threat, but life had passed him by. Lost his kids and his wife. He laid there in his deathbed and cried. With his yellow eyes and black liver he died.
Thank you. I wrote that.
Watching the clouds go by. Ain't got nothing to do today. Watching clouds go by. Ain't got nothing to do today. Got all my firewood. It's stacked up real nice. All my socks are darned, and I chipped away the windshield ice, watching the clouds go by. Ain't nothing going on today. Watching the clouds go by. Ain't got nothing going on today. I've done all my chores, I've done them before. Shine my shoes, done the floors. Everything's done, nothing to do. So I'll just sit around, watch the clouds, thinking of you.
Sar ere din ukar sodales placerat. Tuis sodales atrisis velidun frigila. Torherve ukala simsita mestus to. Porti torsetem por feliciaculis. Vesas elas vivera loram del metas vestibulant in sussurrut. Tuis fratelli felis, at bellates codolur. Cas
Why did you hurt me? Why did you hurt me? You wouldn't let her come to bed. You wouldn't let her come to bed. I said I wanna see you with ya. I said I wanna see you with ya. I think that it'd be sweet. I think it would be a treat. Let her come to bed. Give her place to rest her head. She's a gift to you. She's a gift to me. Oh yeah. Woo. Get it, girl. Go down on that. I'll meet you down there. Whoa, hold it, hold it. You can both share me. Why don't you hurt me? Why don't you hurt me? You wouldn't let her come to our bed. I said I wanna see you with you. I said I wanna see you with you. I think it would be sweet. It'd be a treat. Let's have a come into our situation. Let's just have a come. Let's have a come right now in the situation. Invite her the pillows and invite her the blankets. Let's just bring her on in. I guarantee that we will have plenty of a good time. Everything will be fine. That's what I say. We'll start with a little bit of smoke and wine. Why don't you let her come to bed?
Sum solis radar paretabus et magnis dis furat et mortes mordir rascotori ducamus pelorotesc habitar morbi tristes ragatus et vetas ad malasueta famos arctupas equistas cras ecit micis iam fossibus mentes et velesisa vestabulam cora secotur sotales e piere tabibus nollam ecit velita clita lorema varanis ut otiam orsi rec gasta est lorem dolosita mit cora secotur
we can do about that.